I feel happy with this in my hand. Pow! Let's do this! Pow pow! Hear the glorious whistle of the vehicle. It's a party girl! Welcome back to Ryan Campbell's Soup to Nuts. And this video I'm going to be working on the twin turbo 350Z build project. Gonna be starting to put the interior back together. There's already a couple pieces in place, but for the most part, it's still 10 million pieces. 11.3 million to be exact. But that's what we're gonna be doing now. That's what we're gonna be doing today. You are tuned in to Ryan Campbell Soup to Nuts. I beat the crap out of you until you subscribe and like and comment, and please share this on your socials, and please tell a friend that you found a lunatic. Ha-ha! So I'm gonna be putting the interior back together, or at least most of it, on the twin turbo 350Z build that I've been working on. For those of you that are new here and fresh to this, whatever you want to call this, basically I had previously had another 350Z twin turbo that I got into an accident with, so I'm taking all parts off of that, putting them onto another 350Z that I bought, and I'm also adding some more custom stuff, modifications as well along the process, along the way. And I feel happy with this in my hand. That's the long story short for you. So I'm going to be putting the interior. I had it all in pieces. I had to run a lot of wiring, do some other stuff. I had to replace the fuel pump. I had to do a bunch of other crap. I put new speakers in. I still didn't put the door speakers in yet. I'm waiting for the adapter harness that I'm going to be ordering with the radio as well. So I can't finish the center console until I get the radio wired and put in. But most of the rest of the interior, besides the door panels and the center console, I can get in. I can get the dashboard in. There's no dashboard in it now. I'll show you in 1 second the condition of what we're starting off with. So, pow! Let's do this! Pow pow! Alright, I guess we'll start here. So obviously, door panel's not on. I actually got the newer door panels. This is a 2003 350Z, and 2006 they changed a little bit on the door panel, so I got the newer door panels I'm going to be putting on. But first, I already have the speakers. I just have to get the little attachment harness clip, so basically I'll plug right into this. I don't have to cut and splice in or anything like that, or solder. Basically the adapter will just plug right into this, and then it'll have the two little negative and positive plug for the back of the speaker. So, but I got the adapter rings, mounting hardware, whatever the hell you want to call it, ready to go. So got that ready. I just have to get, those before I can put the panel on. So for the rest, you can see obviously there's no dashboard. I have this guy here. He's obviously not tight, but so I got to tighten that down. I'm probably gonna put the dashboard in before tightening this down. Obviously the other door is the same situation. I did get the speakers in here in a previous video. This isn't clipped in yet. This is still all loose. All this plastic is still loose. The only pieces I did actually fully put in on both sides, that trim ring around the little up the B pillar, around that little small window. Those are clipped in tight. I still have to, I'm going to put the rest of the plastics in, then bolt the seat belts back in. That's where the seat belt bolts in up top. So I got to get all this plastic in. Obviously the seats aren't here. That's going to really be the last thing, because it's very hard to work at this interior with the seats here as well. So that's probably going to be the last pieces that I actually put into the car. Obviously I have all the trim that goes under the dashboard I gotta put in. There's a bunch of just little tiny pieces I have to put in the A-pillar plastic. That I'm gonna do that after the dashboard's in. While that was out, I did run the wire. I have you can see the wire right here. That's for the radar detector, so I ran it along. I kind of tucked it into the headliner and then ran it down there. So it'll be all tucked and nice and neat. And I do have a mounting blend mount custom bracket for the radar detector that bolts to the rear view mirror. It looks nice and clean. That you'll see later, not in this video. So, got to get all this plastic. I did wiring in that little cubby there that goes up into there. I did put in the back of it, I hardwired a cigarette lighter power supply adapter, whatever you want to call it. It's called like 10 different things. It's actually called like 2 or 3. But anyway, there's a power adapter in that little cubby. I also have a USB and an aux cord running that I still have to finish running. I'm going to run down the center console area up to the radio, so that way if I've somebody in the car, whatever the case, they want to plug into the aux cord or USB, or we could charge a phone in here, and I could keep it nice and tucked in the cubby, so that way nothing flies around. Because for those of you who know 350Zs, everything is tight in here, and there's not a lot of like good spots to have things sitting around, whatnot. There's not a lot of storage, I guess. There is quite a bit of storage for a small car though, but it's not like the amount of storage like an SUV or something like that has. So you can see there's a lot of crap I have in the trunk here. Obviously I have to get these panels. There's panels that go up under this B pillar. This top piece that has the 350Z logo, the Z logo, which looks like the Z. That I'm getting it hydro dipped. It's gonna be pretty cool. So you'll see that later. But I have to get all the plastic that wraps all this crap that goes around the trunk. There's the piece that goes underneath the hatch here. I do have a couple things left to do in the hatch before I put this plastic on. So I did take off in the previous video the rear wiper. The motor basically sits here. There's a hole here, which I had a problem with the plug I had. It was bad, so I'm gonna have to get another one. I'm still waiting to hear back from the company about that because it was just a piece of crap. So obviously I took off the rear wiper, so I'm gonna put a nice plug here, so that way it keeps water and everything out, and it makes it look good too, rather than just having a hole in your car. And I also do have a spoiler that's going to be going here, and I already actually have it. It's in that big box there, so I already kind of loosely test fit it. I didn't get too crazy. I just kind of wanted a very quick look at what it looks like, and it looks great. It looks exactly what I thought it was going to look like. So this plastic obviously is going to have to wait till I get the wing on and figure out this plug situation. So that's probably not going to be in this video unless that stuff somehow magically gets taken care of quickly. But the wing is probably going to be a video itself, and it's probably going to be maybe the next video or 2 videos from now. So that's where we're at. Obviously I don't have the tail lights in. I'm not sure. I might just loosely tack them in, because basically you have to take the tail lights out to get the bumper on, but the bumper needs to be painted before I can put it on. I don't know the timing of everything. I might put the stock bumper back on to get it tuned. It depends on how everything times out for me. So I might just loosely tack the tail lights in place, just that way gets them out of the way, out of the trunk here. You can see I have the tinted rear tail lights there. Well, that's one of them. So let's just get cracking. I'm gonna set up and do time lapse of me doing some of this fantastic stuff, and as I get big sections done, or a few pieces done, I'll bring you back in and kind of show you what I did and how it went. Hopefully everything goes okay and it doesn't take too long, but I'm gonna take my time because I'm trying not to crack clips or anything like that, or scratch anything up. I'm trying to make sure everything stays clean and good condition. So let's do a time lapse. Okay, so as you can see, I got a lot of the interior bits back in. I'm not going to put the seats in. That's going to be like last second, like last thing before I roll it out. Center console, I'm waiting a little bit too, you know, and the gauge cluster and everything. I have the radio, should be here very shortly, so I'm going to leave that out for now so I can put the radio in. But I got the dash all set up. I got the boost controller, as you can see up there. I just have to double side tape it. I'm probably going to put it, I'm thinking like right on top of the plastic that's behind the steering wheel, or somewhere right here. Door panels, I ordered the adapter clips for the speakers, so it'll plug right into here, into the factory harness for the speakers, and then it'll plug into the back of the speakers I have. I'm waiting on putting the door panels on to get the speakers in, back here to the trunk, and you could see my beautiful piece right here. You see the Z? I don't know how well it's picking up on camera. Yeah, you can see it. See the Z? Ain't that a pretty little piece? It's a pretty girl! The piece up here, I'm in the middle of the wing situation. I have to clear coat the wing I got. I have it mounted. You can kind of see there's one of the bolts there, and same thing on the other side. And I got one plug that went horribly wrong to the rear wiper delete plug, so I have to order another wiper delete plug. So I'm going to leave this piece of plastic off until the wing is fully mounted and that piece is covered, everything's kosher. Then I'll put the plastic piece on here. I got to move some of this, clean this up a little bit. A few of the pieces are already in here for the trunk. Tail lights, I'm going to like I'm thinking I'm just going to move out of the way somewhere. Put somewhere else for the time being. Well, anyway, because to mount the rear bumper too, depending on the the timing of things too, but the rear bumper, to mount the rear bumper, the tail light covers over this hole, and this hole you have to use to mount the rear bumper, but the tail light covers it over, so you have to have the tail lights off to mount the rear bumper. So I'm just gonna leave them off for now. But if I have to throw them on quickly, it's not a big deal. It's just 3 screws. It's just 1, 2, 3, and there's a couple of tabs that just like line up. But I'm gonna get this a little bit cleaned up and then start putting all this trunk plastic in. My comedically inclined friends. So got most of the interior in the back. That blue gets covered by the carpet basically, so that's squared away basically. I'm waiting to put the carpet in like last second. That's gonna be like the last thing when the vehicle's all completely ready and like I'm doing like the final detail and cleanup. So I'm gonna leave that out for now, but it just flops right in. I did leave out this piece here that goes along here because honestly, I'm probably gonna have to pop off a couple of pieces anyway, because kind of back in behind here or so, I think it's like this hole here. I might have to put a screw into the rear bumper to kind of hold this line right. I'm gonna see if I can get away without it, but I might have to. So I left this last piece off just in case, but I have it ready. And I did leave the pieces around here off because I still have to put the plug in here, and then the wing that I have mounted, I have to pull it back off because I'm gonna re-clear coat it. It just has like the epoxy coat on it from the carbon fiber, so but I want to put like a real clear coat on it, so I'm gonna have to pull that back off to clear coat it. So, and then the bolts, I think I showed you earlier, but in here and here, and obviously the plastic covers this whole area, so I'll have to pop it back off anyway. So I'm leaving that off for now. I was gonna put the door panels on in this video, but I got the door panels out. These are upgraded. The car's a 2003. In 2006, I believe they upgraded the door panels and some other things in the car too. But I wanted to upgrade panels because they have cup holders, and they also have like this leather piece as well. It's just like a slightly nicer door panel, so I wanted to upgrade. But I realize I should have known this already, but I don't know why. Oh, I know why. I was planning on originally using the plastics and everything from the original door panels from the accident car, but they're slightly different. Like you see, this angle comes down here. On the other car, it's quite a bit straighter, so it doesn't fit. And like this round part here on the other car, it's more of a sharper angle, so they don't fit. I thought they were gonna fit, and they don't. I should have tested it out a while ago, but I didn't. But so I got this piece here. This came with the door panel, but it looks like crap, so I'm gonna sand it down and paint it, and hopefully that'll look good. And this one I just don't have, so I found it on eBay and ordered it, so hopefully it comes. Hopefully it's decent shape. So, but I'm going to wait to put the door panels on until I do that, because I got the switches and everything here. The wire plugs in from the back and all that. So I'm going to wait on putting these in. But what I am going to do in this video, I'm going to put the speakers in. So I'm going to put the one speaker there and the other speaker in this door panel. So I got the two speakers here, and then I got these speaker harnesses. So this is the factory wiring, door wiring. So these just plug together, and this end plugs into the back of the speaker. Because the factory speakers have a, basically this connects right into the back of the factory speakers. But you see on the back of pretty much all aftermarket speakers, you see those two little like rectangles sticking up. One's a negative, one's a positive lead. So that's the way most aftermarket speakers are. So obviously one plug isn't plugging into that. So I'm going to do that now, and that'll be the finale of the video. There you have it. Getting that damn interior back together, making it look like an actual roadworthy vehicle again. It's gonna be special. It's gonna wear a little rubber helmet to school and drive on a short bus. I'm just speaking about my childhood. What are you gonna do? See, I got most of the interior back together. A few pieces I'm waiting on, all that crap. But the bulk of the work is done, especially the dashboard was a big pain getting it just fitted in there, and like it's, you know, difficult to work in that area. So got the hard crap done. Throwing door panels on is a piece of cake. Throwing those other few pieces on in the trunk, it's going to be a piece of cake. Everything is easy access, and it'll pop right on. It's easy to get to, and I don't have to crawl around like an idiot. So speakers are in, door panels are ready to go in as soon as I get the pieces and paint that one piece. And they'll be ready to roll. Coming up soon, things left on to do on the Z to get it ready to go. Got to finish up inner core piping. A little spoiler. I'm kind of filming a whole bunch of videos, kind of like mishmash. So I already have half of the other work done. But I'm going to have to get the couple of pieces of inner core piping redone, because it ain't fitting right. That has to be done. That's the last like big hurdle to get it started, hopefully started. And then the only real big chunk of work is painting the body kit and putting the body kit onto the car. That's like the big kahuna left. I still have to put the radio in and the gauges and everything like that. I actually have the radio now, and I'm going to be working on it very shortly and making that video for you as well, coming up very shortly. So stay tuned as the girl gets much closer to having videos of it driving, so you can hear it. Hear the glorious whistle of the vehicle. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video on your socials. I'd appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe down here and hit the damn bell so you know when I drop a video for ya. And drive